Now to meteorologist Ryan Shopton. Ryan, as we just saw at the beginning of the show, serious threat of heavy rain in the hill country for overnight hours is what you're saying.
Yeah, so basically between midnight and 3 a.m., guys, there could be a potential first wave that moves in and then maybe a secondary wave that moves in by late tomorrow morning into the early afternoon hours, which can, again, with saturated soil, saturated ground, this could lead to a flash flooding threat in a very short amount of time. So we're going to watch that very closely. Let's take a live look outside and show you what we got. Right now, radar is quiet to put your mind at ease. There's just a couple of clouds out there, and most of it is either farther southwest or north of our local area in the hill country, most importantly. Right now, 85 degrees, feels like 92. The humidity is up, so we have the tropical moisture in place to get rain going. Unfortunately, this atmosphere is very favorable and conducive for rain to form. We just need a trigger to get things a little bit more active, and we have that in the forecast. Today's highs 95, 90 at Kerrville, 95 at Uvalde, 95 at George West, nearly 100 down towards Cotulla. Right now, 80s and 90s on the map. Pretty warm for this time of day, and there's the flood watch that's in effect until tomorrow evening. Depending on how much rain forms in the overnight and through tomorrow afternoon, we may see this be extended into the pre-dawn hours of Monday. Right now, again, it's mostly dry. We're watching this particular region between Rock Springs, Edwards, Real County, and of course into Kerr County and Gillespie County for additional development. I do want to break down this hour by hour, but first, here's the threat. A moderate risk. That's a level 3 out of 4 for localized flooding, and unfortunately, Kerrville is included in that, as well as Hunt, Ingram, out towards Rock Springs, Junction, towards Sonora. We zoom out and show you the bigger picture. There is a marginal to a slight risk that does extend farther south and east towards Bexar County. Okay, this is model number 1. I think this is worst case scenario because the other model is a little less aggressive on the rain moving in. I think, again, we still have a flash flooding threat for the hill country, and that may extend towards Kerrville and Bernie. By about midnight, we could see additional development, and some of these storms could be strong to severe. And notice as we put this into motion through 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., these storms, based on this one forecast model, sits over the same spot, anywhere from Real and Edwards County towards Blanco and Kerr County. That's what the concern is. If these storms don't move and they sit over the same spot for hours on end, I mean, that's going to lead to localized areas, 3 to 5 inches of rain with localized even more. And notice by 1 o'clock, there may be some lingering activity as it slowly pushes out towards the I-35 corridor. Here's model number 2, less aggressive and slower moving on the onset of storms. By about 6, 7 a.m., it's slowly moving into the hill country. And then after that, a little bit more quick on the progression on the storms, but there could be some lingering activity into the late morning and early afternoon hours. This is worst case scenario, on average between 3 to 5 inches, but localized areas. Again, this is a forecast model because these numbers could easily be farther north or farther south, but this particular model is ranging from 3 to 4 to maybe 5 inches of rain in some areas. So that's not what we need, but we're preparing for the potential for that happening between now and about tomorrow afternoon. Sunday's forecast, lower to middle 90s, depending on how much rain actually forms. We may be limited into the upper 80s, so might be seeing some rain cool there tomorrow in San Antonio. So we have a weather impact alert for tomorrow, 94 degrees, 50% coverage, and a little bit higher coverage towards the hill country. Kerr County, Gillespie County, Bandera, and Real County. Monday, 96. Tuesday, 95 with less rain chances by the end of the week. But we have a flood watch that's in effect until tomorrow evening. We're watching that very closely for the potential at overnight and Sunday afternoon flash flooding. Alicia and Henry.